Hard to fathom it's only been 2 years since I went on the road. Feels like I've lived a lifetime since leaving January Avenue. I didn't mean to fall out of touch. I just did what I had to do. These canopies echo with a familiar tune. I never knew nostalgia could form so soon. I've been torn between cities for about half a year, replanting some roots while some others disappear. Settling down in my hometown was unplanned, everyone knows it. But this season is a needed one, so I'll accept it as if I chose it. The most innocent memories can evoke the cruelest sorrow, yet I'm finding solace in the fact my molecules are borrowed. I'm a mosaic of ancient matter. These atoms were never mine, but I must confess I'm flattered. The great cosmos gave me life, yes I must admit I'm honored to take up this space in time, even on the days it's harder to pretend I'm doing fine. Haven't been sleeping too well as of late. Might be readjusting to the will to be awake. My mind becomes active in nocturnal hours, and these cryptic dreams get increasingly louder. I dreamt I crossed paths with a panther. We locked eyes, and I saw my demise forthcoming and approached with the grace of a dancer. But it did not intend to be gentle nor loving. Pupils of midnight and irises golden, matte black fur, something stirred within me. I could not deny the beauty of the beast I was beholding, even though this creature had chosen to torment me. Rather than ravaging or mutilation, the cat chose a much more peculiar tactic. It embraced me. And all at once I was encased in a living death trap, and the beast would not retract it. The panther was accompanied by a band of humans, a crew of women who illuminated its ways. They said, in your predicament, there's only one solution. Surrender yourself, and you might survive the day. And I remember this dream often as if I lived it. In a way I did, for I'll admit that it's an allegory for the story I've led these past years. I found resistance can be a path to certain death, while acceptance can be as vital as our very breath. I cannot forget those yellow predatory eyes, which I instinctively feared yet struggled to despise. I assigned no blame to the harbinger of my pain, even as it constricted my muscles and veins. I found my fate beautiful. For once, not taking pleasure in the hurt, but just making peace with its existence and relinquishing resistance, because I think I finally learned to choose hope over bitterness. I choose to seek meaning in the story I've been given. I'm done aching for the life I used to be living. I choose to define for myself what content means. I'm tired of aspiring to be part of the mainstream. I choose to stop putting shit off until I feel better. Can't delay my escapades until I get the perfect weather. Choose to be re-immersed in my creative endeavors. Funny what an act of rebellion it is to surrender. And the snow-crested freeways are pretty. 300 miles till I've reached the Windy City. 3 Januaries in a row I've made this drive. The passage of time is starting to hit me. In a couple weeks I drive to Michigan. Somehow it feels like a chance to begin again. In a couple days my friend moves in and then a new chapter starts as this one ends. Meditating for my health, educating myself, pursuing what I love doing, no longer craving wealth, trying not to dwell on my tone or my phrasing, trying not to analyze every word I'm saying. I spoke to my inner child, told him that he's safe. I assumed he knew, but I said it just in case. We haven't talked an awful lot since I left for college. Turns out he's been longing to be acknowledged. Now that we're back in touch, I'm moving with this new energy. My memories weigh me down, but now they're propelling me. A legacy, something I've always wanted to leave behind, but I'm surrendering to the notion of finite time. And I've spent more days riding on shreds of trees than I've spent lying upon beds of leaves, surrendering to the fact that this is the main event. Surrounded by love, how could I think I haven't made it yet? Thank you.
Y'all make some noise.
What's up? It's KZ Smooth, man. We back here again at Word Up Open Mic every Tuesday on the Tuesday, and I'm here with
Keilan Morrissey.
Keilan Morrissey. What up, man? Good to see you, dog. Where you from?
I'm from St. Louis. I have been in Chicago for the past few years, but just moved back to St. Louis officially, so happy to be here.
Smooth. This is actually my people's, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he came out. All right, cool. How was Word Up for you? This is your first time here?
Yeah, this is my first time. Appreciate the invite, by the way. And yeah, this was awesome. Amazing energy. Yeah, it was super cool. I've done some open mics in Chicago on like a smaller scale, but coming here and like being on a stage with the lights and the crowd, and it was just a totally different energy. And it was yeah, I feel I got the buzz. It was cool. It was awesome. Yeah.
Hey, they was really messing with his piece out there too. Man, I know they be getting crazy out there in Chicago. They got some spitters for real. How is it out there? How's the scene out there compared to here?
It's cool. There's a lot of different like types of open mics, but yeah, there's like I've been to some art galleries. There's one that I like at a tea bar. Shout out Eli T. So yeah, lots of cool spots.
That's what's up. That's cool. That's cool. What are some of the art forms that you do, and which one did you do tonight? Like, what'd you do?
Yeah, so tonight I did spoken word poetry, but I also do a lot of different kinds of writing. I do fiction writing, a lot of short stories, working on a novel, and then I do filmmaking as my other like major art form that I do, working on a kind of my debut like big budget film right now, which is cool. So
Yeah. How long has that project been in the work?
since like mid last year, I kind of started brainstorming it. I wrote it earlier this year, and then planning to drop it around Halloween time.
Smooth. Okay, cool. Well, what piece did you do tonight, and how did you feel you did?
Yeah, so this poem was called Surrender, poem about acceptance, and it's I felt like I did good. I was very nervous going up, and definitely like going on. I was just like kind of a little timid when I first stepped on, but feeling the energy of the crowd, I feel like I built off of that, and I'm happy with how I did, but excited to keep growing as I come back for sure.
Yeah, man. Word Up is one of the most inspiring, motivating. You know what I'm saying? We got newcomers come through. We always put on for us, and that's cool, bro. That's great. What are some of the art forms that you put over others? Like, what's the order for you?
The order? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Normally, I would put kind of writing, and then filmmaking, and then some of my others like photography. But I feel like lately filmmaking has been kind of at the forefront.
Yeah.
But poetry, especially when I'm in like the performance mindset and I'm actively writing, poetry is kind of neck and neck with filmmaking. I feel like. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, they are both, you know what I'm saying, real creative, deep diving things that you have to pay attention to. Multiple entendres, all of them that you can put in film and in poetry. That's what's up. So what was the name of your piece, and what did it mean to you?
Yeah, so this piece was called Surrender, and it talks about this dream that I had, it's an actual dream involving this like panther, and it was like strangling me, but in the dream I knew that the only way to survive was not to resist it, but to surrender to it. And that it's this allegory for things that I've been through in my life with some health conditions and some personal struggles, and how like learning to resist less and just kind of accept actually can help you move through things and heal in a way that if you catastrophize and if you are constantly in a mode of resistance and cynicism, you just can't move through in the same way as you're healing. So that's kind of the message of the poem.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, no, that is very deep, man. As we start to go through fear, the best way to get over fear is through fear. So that's a very, very deep point to make. What was the name of the piece you did? It was called what?
Surrender.
Surrender, man. Can we find any of your work anywhere? Where can people find you?
Yeah, people can find me on Keilan.com. That's KEILAN.com. Also, you can look up Keilan Morrissey or Keilan the Storyteller on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Okay, one last question. Who would you call out to come to Word Up next time and perform like you did tonight and put their fear behind them and go through it?
Man, I mean, I got some friends in Chicago that I want them to come here. And
Yeah. Tell them take a trip on me. Who they be?
I got one friend named Jake Pritchard, who's
Jake Pritchard. Come out to Word Up. You hear me? Okay, who else?
Yeah, I got another friend, Madeline Esther Hammer Fick.
Madeline Esther Hammer Fick. You feel me? You gotta come out to Word Up on Tuesday.
Yeah. And then let's go. Her last name's escaping me, but Nakaya. She leads the open mic that I go to in Chicago, and she's cool. Yeah.
Nakaya, I heard you got like that out there. Let's see what's up. All right, cool. We out here at Word Up Open Mic. I'm KZ Smooth. This is my good friend and my cousin-in-law, Keilan. You hear me? Hey, Keilan, appreciate you coming out, man. Appreciate you putting on for the people at Word Up, and we'll be running back. Let's get it.